Good day, and welcome to another episode of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. So, we're hearing out of Armenia that the military, the armed forces of that country, the leadership of the armed forces of that country are asking the Prime Minister, Pashinyan, to resign. And the reason they are asking him to resign is because he fired a member of the general staff, and other members of the general staff have not taken kindly to that. The reason he fired this member of the general staff, or is attempting to fire this member, is because that military leader countered Pashinyan's claim about the effectiveness of the Iskander tactical ballistic missile. So if you recall, in a previous report, I discussed the Iskander and how the Prime Minister of Armenia felt that it did not work as indicated in terms of its explosive capacity, its capabilities to detonate, and he had referenced that either it only exploded 10% of the time or about 10% of the actual explosive power occurred. Not sure what exactly he meant by that. But the military did not agree with that comment, and here at Military and Foreign Affairs Network, again, we're not even sure how many Iskanders were actually fired to be able to judge if in fact 10% of them only detonated, which is a very low number. But there are other issues also in terms of the equipment that was used by Armenia and its effectiveness. The equipment that almost 100% was given to it by the Russian Federation. We know that some of the systems that were designed to bring down drones or specifically to jam drones did not work as indicated. And a lot of these systems probably originated in Soviet labs. Their research probably started at the end or right after the Soviet Union collapsed. So there was a technology pause for many years because the money to conduct research just simply wasn't there. So the European powers, the United States, basically were 10 years ahead of anything Russia could produce because of the fall of the Soviet Union. And not only that, the system of the Soviet Union itself did not promote technological advances, the like of which we've seen in the West. So that's another handicap as well. But that's changing. But back to Armenia and what's kind of going on in that country. Could we be seeing a coup taking place? Another coup? Seems to be popular this time of year right now for some reason. We got Myanmar and we have Armenia now possibly in a military coup. Is it? Who is Russia going to support? Russia has quite a force posture inside of Armenia right now. They've got 2 brigades actually inside of the country, and then they have another brigade inside of Nagorno-Karabakh, instituting the peace protocols. And that is another issue at hand, I think, that the population of Armenia is just not liking. Anytime you have a defeated army and your country has been defeated in war, now I believe that Armenia could have continued to fight, and I believe it capitulated too early. Yes, was it taking incredible casualties? Yeah, it was. Was the Azeris taking casualties? Yes, they were. And I think we're going to find out that quite possibly the Armenians were taking more casualties, but I'm not sure. Russia fulfilled its side of the bargain in terms of treaty agreements with Armenia, in terms of defending Armenia, in terms of just providing the stipulated protections that were guaranteed. Did the Azeris invade Armenia proper? No, they didn't. But could you consider Nagorno-Karabakh part of Armenia? Many people do. But again, I think the war strategy of Armenia may not have gone far enough. I think there were things that Armenia could have done, but they did not do, to prolong the conflict, to escalate the conflict. I think that was one thing that would have had to have happened to see a positive outcome from Armenia. But I don't believe this is completely over with in terms of the Azeri-Armenia equation. We'll see what the future brings, but right now this country is in turmoil, basically over the firing of a military general who contradicted the leader of that country over a weapon system.